Good afternoon, everyone. Glad you could join me. I know, it's been a little while. Had a bit of a health problem this week. Turns out, heart was racing real bad. Had to go to the doctor a bunch. Well, turns out I was low in magnesium. So, if you're having heart troubles, check your electrolytes right away. That was my adventure for the week. And because of all this, I've been extremely lethargic. The other thing is, work has been slamming me solid. I have been unbelievably overwhelmed at work. We have this giant project going on. I'm barely getting any time to myself. Sorry for the break. However, with changes being made, I should be able to get videos up a lot more regularly. I'm actually going to try for an every other day release for a while. See how that works out. I hope everyone likes it. Now today, I want to cover a solar component. Nice weather outside. Let's start digging into more solar pieces. They're always important. And this solar component we have for us today is a solar combiner. This thing. Now they're called solar combiners, PV array combiners, photovoltaic combiners, but they all about do the same thing. Let me show you what's inside here. This has 3 circuit breakers. And what it's going to do is it's going to control 3 separate strings of solar panels. This is a little one that matches up with an array I use, 1.6 kilowatt array. When you stack them up, you get a big array. But this is the little individual pieces doing that initial stacking. So let me open this up and get you to see what's inside. All right, we've got the cover taken off, and you can see inside here. What we have is 3 breakers. And what they do is each breaker will shut off or turn on each individual solar string. For me, those big 320 watt panels you've seen in my other videos, when they're linked together in a series, the inputs come into here, and then one string, which is one set of those 2 panels linked together, goes into this breaker. So I have 2 of those. Then to balance out the array, to get the 1600 watts I want, I've got 4 100 watt solar panels on this last breaker. So that controls them. Now all of the DC negative wires go down here into this very bottom piece where it's white. The positive wires from the PV arrays come into here, into the bottom of these breakers. And then up here, there's a metal piece. Let me show you that. Here are the 3 breakers out of the combiner. And here's the bus to it. And here's what happens. On the back side of these, up there, the breakers all connect into this bus. And then from here, we have a wire. Now this wire is going to run in and plug in to the main solar bus that then feeds into the charge controller. Or in this case, for me, because I'm maxing out a charge controller, these wires go directly to my charge controller. So my charge controller is going to run 1600 watts of power. I'm going to have several of them. And I'm going to show you how I hook these things up in other videos as we go along with this. But I wanted to break down just what a solar combiner is and what's going on. Now what is happening here? Now the voltages on all the breakers, what's coming into them, is all the same. So each string, so each pair of panels, and then the last 4 panels that are 100, all those voltages when they're added together, because when you run things together in strings, the voltages increase. When they come here, they're all the same. So this breaker here is going to handle about 10 amps. And then this breaker here is going to handle about 10 amps. And this breaker here, it's about, I think, 5 amps. 5 or 6, something like that. And they're running at about, I think it's close to 80 volts. Right around there. And so when they come together and combine on this, all those amperages are added together. So then you've got, 28 amps at about 80 volts. And then when it gets to your charge controller, it takes the energy and puts it into your batteries. It's a very simple concept, but very important. So like if you need to work on your solar array and stuff, you can turn these off, and then the wire coming out of here into your house or into your solar charge controllers is now safe to work on. Now the panels themselves, well, you got to disconnect those carefully or put a sheet over them to get them to stop to make them safe to work on. That's the downside. But it's always important to have breakers on your solar panels, and especially to use them for being able to disconnect so you can safely work on your wires. I hope that answers some questions about what a solar combiner is. This is a real simple one. They make really big ones, they make real small ones. I've got a 12 porter that we'll go over another time in the system so you can see how that works. But as I put together a little 1600 watt array, I figured everyone would get a kick out of seeing how it works, see some of the bigger stuff. And that's how it is. I'll make another video on final assembly so you can see all the wires and all the connections for it. But this is just the basics. Take care, everyone. I hope this was helpful. Hope you learned something. Leave a comment, leave a question. Be happy to answer them. Have a good day, everyone. This is Reed, out for now.